Hello. Today we're answering the common question from our clients. What's the safest way to send and receive tax documents? To help us break it down, we're joined by Taylor Neves. He's our senior cybersecurity engineer at CNS. Taylor, can you walk us through the risks and the best practices?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the question, John. It's a good one. Every year, every tax season, clients and customers, they have to communicate. They have to transfer documents, W-2s, 1099s, bank statements, all those common types of things that we work with. And unfortunately, commonly, they're not transferred in a secure manner. They're unencrypted or they're shared using outdated tools that don't meet the current IRS 4557 requirements. So unfortunately, a lot of the tools that we've been using for years and years, they just don't meet the bar anymore. Things like Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, those can work, but they have to be configured to work. Unencrypted emails, that's I know a go-to for many people, unfortunately doesn't meet the requirements. So these can cause lots of administrative headaches and increase your exposure to risk. It comes down to accountability, whether you're willing to, take the effort and use a tool that's secure for both you and your customers.
Well, obviously we know what the problem is. What can happen? What are some of the, real consequences?
Yeah, there's two main types of consequences to your organization or risks to your organization. There's the reputation and trust risk for your customers being able to trust you and trust your ability to securely store and use their data. And there's the compliance, legal, monetary risk. If you are not compliant, if something happens, you can be reported to the IRS Security Summit for noncompliance, and you're, of course, at a greater risk of a breach of leaking data or some type of infection on your network like ransomware.
Okay. Well, we understand the problem and the risks. I mean, what can we do about it? What can be done?
Yeah, absolutely. There's lots of great solutions out there today. You just got to look for them, vet them, and find one that works for your organization. The types of things that you're going to be looking for a tool like this are multi-factor authentication support, full end-to-end encryption. That means the data is encrypted when it's on your local computer and when it's traveling across the internet between you and your customer. Lastly, and maybe most importantly, is a nice, easy to use interface that your customers are, able to log on to on the web and easily upload their documents. We've all used those old legacy systems that are almost painful to use. So having something that's easy to use, doesn't cause any headaches or anything like that is very valuable.
Well, I appreciate you going over this. If you're still using, some free, tools out there, that's a big, red flag. Dropbox is, you can use a free edition. You can even use a free edition of OneDrive. That doesn't mean, that it's a business class solution that, has encryption. We have a lot of different vendors out there. Some of them are very specific. SmartVault, is a tax specific, file transfer program. If you're not using, that platform, there are several other ones from, a paid for Microsoft OneDrive for Business, Citrix ShareFile, SureLink, and there's a whole bunch of other ones out there. You just want to make sure, that you're paying for the right solution and having it configured in the right way. So if you're interested in, getting a free risk assessment, you can go to callcns.com, fill out the form, and we can help you identify the problems. Thanks, Taylor.
Absolutely. Thank you, John.